for joining. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department. And today I'm making one of my favorite things to make, a sheet pan balsamic chicken with vegetables. And we're going to talk a little bit about food prep, this especially being September Family Meals Month. Meal planning ahead and food prepping and having things ready to go does make life a lot easier. I know in our family we're juggling baseball and softball around dinner time, so if things are ready to go and pre-made that I can just take out and have a quick dinner, that makes life a lot easy. Okay, so to prep your chicken ahead of time, I love these freezer bags. I'm just going to put the balsamic marinade right in here. We're going to use, I actually pre-made a dish, and I'm going to make a dish with chicken breast. So one batch I'm using chicken breast, another batch I'm using chicken thighs. So you can use whatever chicken that you prefer. You don't even have to use chicken. You can definitely use pork or whatever kind of protein that you want to do. So for the marinade, it's basically 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and I minced 2 cloves of garlic. And because this is a balsamic herb, you could use whatever herbs you like. If you have a garden and still have your herbs, my basil is gone, but I have thyme and rosemary. So I did pull some thyme and some rosemary. And I just put that all in my bag with my chicken, and I marinated it for a few hours this morning. You can definitely marinate it overnight. And then to meal prep ahead, you can definitely freeze it. So over here, just take your Sharpie marker, write what it is, write the date that you made it on, put your chicken in here, get all the air out, and just pop it in the freezer so that when you're ready to make this dish, you can just take it out and you don't have to waste time marinating the chicken. Okay, the chicken that I already marinated, like I said, I wanted it to marinate for a few hours. This is chicken breast. And the 2 ways that you can do the sheet pan is to actually take the thighs like I did, and I left them whole. With the chicken breast, I cubed these up into cubes. So for this dish, we're going to use the cubed chicken. And the only reason why I'm doing that is just to shorten the cook time, because if they're cubed, you only have to cook it about 20 minutes. If they're in the whole fillets, you have to roast them for between 30 and 40 minutes. So let's marinate our vegetables. You can have so much fun, whatever vegetables you like. I like to make them colorful. So this batch, I have some Brussels sprouts that I just halved. So I already did that. I had about 8 Brussels sprouts that I cut in half. And then I had half of a red onion, and you just want to separate the layers out. I pre-did that already because I didn't want to cry on camera. The onions do make me cry. The other vegetables that I have, I love roasted parsnips. Have you guys made soups and different dishes with parsnips? They're a root vegetable. They look like a carrot, except they're white. So the thing when you are preparing your vegetables is that you want to dice them uniform so that they're all going to cook the same way. So I just love the color of parsnips. I even love the chips, like those root vegetable chips. So when I cut this up, you'll have the end here. I'll leave them about this size so you can see the ends. And then for the rest of the parsnip, we'll just kind of cut it into half and then quarters, just so that they're uniform pieces. If you're using hard vegetables, they are going to take a little longer to cook. So if you're going to use a sweet potato, if you're going to use butternut squash, I would dice them up as small as you can. Put them on your sheet pan for about 10-15 minutes ahead of time. Let them get a head start. So any of your hard vegetables, like a sweet potato here, and this is probably a good size, depending on the size of your family. You could use 1 sheet pan, or you could use 2 sheet pans, maybe 1 for vegetables, 1 for the meat. I'm using 1 today. And this is great to have leftovers as well. Okay. So with the sweet potatoes, You want to make them small, like I said, like put that in fourths. So like this size. Okay, so I'll put these to the side so that I can marinate them in a small bowl so I can pop them in ahead of time. If you're freezing this, just do it all together. That's what I did before, and I'll show you. And the other vegetable that I picked is a red pepper. Again, they're loaded with vitamin C. So I have a nice color. I have purple, I have red, I have orange, white, and green on my dish. You can use whatever vegetables you have on hand, whatever vegetables are your family's favorite. You could use mushrooms, you can use eggplant, you could use squash. Okay. And then here's the red pepper, which I already washed. And I love this for the pop of color. So this is such a healthy meal, not only for the vegetables and the minerals, but for your fiber. And again, just nice little chunks on the red pepper, probably about that size. Okay. These will cook faster because they're more of a water weight. My kitchen smells so good from the first batch that's in there. Nicole said she would love to have that for lunch today, so she's waiting until I take that out. But I'm excited because we do have a game tonight, and now we have a healthy meal to eat before we go to the game. Okay, so here are my vegetables. The marinade is going to be very similar. I'm going to use a tablespoon of balsamic and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Let's do 2, because we really want the vegetables to be coated. And then whatever herbs you want, I have a little bit of the time. A nice way to get it off is just to run your finger right down the strip. And some salt and pepper. Now, if you didn't want to use the balsamic flavor, you can definitely just roast them with the extra virgin olive oil and the salt and pepper, maybe a little lemon juice and a little lemon zest if you don't want the balsamic flavor. You can totally play around with the flavors. This is just a basic recipe. So once I have this all coated, okay, I grab my sheet pan that I've lined with aluminum foil just to make it easy clean up, and I just did a light spray on it. So you would take your hard vegetables, put them on the side, put them in the oven that's set at 425 degrees, and like I said, roast them for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm just going to skip that part to show you how we assemble the whole thing today. The chicken, okay, like I said, I have the cubes. I'm going to put the chicken, actually with this, we're going to mix it all together. This is a super easy one because it's all cubed. So we're just going to dump it right on the sheet pan. Get all that marinade. And just spread it evenly on your sheet pan. Okay, and pop it in the oven. Okay, I have this one ready to go to show you. This one was the roasted vegetables. Instead of Brussels sprouts, I used broccoli. And these are chicken thighs that I left in the fillet. See how I put the meat in the middle and I put the roasted vegetables on the side. It's just all, I love the roasted vegetables, like when the broccoli, it's all crispy. So you have your meal ready to go. You can just plate this. And I'll plate it because I know Nicole's going to want to eat. Let's give her a piece of chicken. She loves the roasted broccoli and the peppers, the potatoes. Probably not the onions. And you have your meal ready to go. So that's how easy a sheet pan is. And if you're going to take the time and you're going to cut up all your vegetables, vegetables, do a double batch so that you have your meal that you're making that day, but then you also have your Ziploc bag of vegetables already cut up, and you can write on your bag, sheet pan meal, and then you can take it out and defrost it and it's ready to go, just to make life easy. So if you spend the time working, do it for 2 meals. Oh, what does the comment say?
Bring me on camera.
Oh, to taste it, right? All right, so thank you for watching. My kids are ready to eat it. Join me next Friday, this Friday coming up, I'm making, what are we making? Apple cinnamon homemade bread.
Yum.
Yum. Have a great day.
Bye.